Low-key, you guys, I think I like the other eye patches, the 3 Ships ones that I get at Whole Foods better than the Goop ones. But updates to come. Post Pilates, feeling so good. After a really great sleep in. I slept until like 9:15, which feels so good. And yeah, I'm gonna head out, go get a coffee, and then walk around for a bit. Well, not really walk around, walk by the lake, and then come home and do some work before I have some afternoon meetings. But that's the plan. But I do have to say Blake is on my hit list today because first of all, he was at a client dinner last night, so I don't even know what time he got home. Like, I literally didn't even wake up, which is insane because I usually always wake up. But anyways, but I did this morning wake up to one of my Moroccan glasses shattered with his spoon in it, because I think he like wanted to tell me like, oh, I broke this, so that I wasn't like, oh, where did that go? So I'm assuming what happened was he was having salt water when he got home, so he didn't wake up like hungover, because he always does that, and he got a little bit too rough while he was stirring it. But anyways, not just that, then he freaking he's obsessed with wild blueberries. I don't know if I've ever told you guys this, like, but he has like a few obsessions, one being Celtic salt and one being wild blueberries, and he will like jump through freaking hoops to get them. It's like actually bizarre. Like, Celtic salt was sold out for like everywhere for a while, and so he had his mom go to the only Whole Foods in the state of Illinois, literally, that sold it, and buy them out. Insane. But anyways, he put his wild blueberries in the freezer upside down. Like, well, they were like this, but they weren't closed. So I was cleaning up the freezer, and his wild blueberries were like everywhere. I was like, what the hell, man? So anyways, I don't know what that means that he's on my hit list, but I'm not like actually that mad. I'm just kind of like, what the hell, dude? Come on. Guys are so clueless sometimes. That's the thing about living with them. I need to not drink this because I'm gonna go get a coffee right now. That's the thing about living with them is I just feel like you quickly have to realize, like, they just operate so differently than us gals. And they can be really clueless sometimes, and they probably see us as really dysfunctional sometimes, but it's just like, man, like, you just have to get used to it, you know?
And then fast forward
9 years of my life, but that's why today.
Just picked up these cutie things from Bosch. A little butter knife / cheese knife, and then a new towel for the sink that literally looks so good. This is the brand. I've heard amazing things, and I'm currently making homemade butter. Hello, you guys. Well, it has been such a nice morning. I woke up at 10. It's almost 11 right now. My sheets are in the wash, my duvet is in the dryer, and I've just been having a really nice morning. I just finished my meditation and stuff, and like, you guys, I literally cannot believe I slept that much. And I'm actually really just looking forward to having a productive day. Hopefully, if I have time, I really want to go to Wicker and stop by Wilder House. So we'll see. But a couple things. I was reading this girl that I know. She's actually so cool. Her name is Shelby. And she has a company called Brand Build, and she does like social media and email marketing and stuff like that for like form pull-up or like Sammy Clark's Form and then the Form of Pilates and like Tasha Franken and stuff. She's super cool. But anyways, I was reading her Substack and she was talking about just working and how she likes to set her space up to work really. Also, I am gonna be making fried chicken, so I have these chicken quarters. Actually, these are just chicken, they're not chicken quarters, they're just chicken leg thighs. Maybe that is, yeah, that is a chicken quarter. And I made butter yesterday, so I had the buttermilk left over. So I'm actually gonna marinate them in some buttermilk with some pickle juice. Anyways, and she was talking about how she doesn't know the last time she took 24 hours off of work and how like that is kind of slightly problematic. And well, she didn't say it was problematic. She was just like, I'm just really trying to get better at like boundaries with that. And I felt her. I don't know the last time I took 24 hours off of working, but I also like, I was doing something on Sunday night when I was with my mom and she was like, are you seriously like answering that right now? It's like Sunday night at 8 p.m. And I was like, Mom, the thing is like, I can either do this or I can work like traditionally, but then I'm just gonna have to like, then I can't have my sleep-in days and I can't like go get coffee at noon if I want to, you know? It's just like, it's a different ballgame. So anyways, all that's to say that I don't know that I would have it any other way. But I was just doing my 4 Desires workbook, and in it, we are doing this exercise where you find the most traumatic experience in your life. And the first time you write about it, you write all of the negative impacts. And then the second time, you write all of the positives. And I highly recommend that you guys do it. I found the activity to be extremely therapeutic. I always say that my parents' divorce was one of the best things that's ever happened to me, even though it was the most like traumatic. And it was just really cool to go through and just see how a mindset shifts can really change your whole reality. Also, pivoting to the kitchen. So the reason I'm doing pickle juice is because some of the best fried chicken recipes are actually brines in buttermilk and pickle juice. There's something about it. I think it's the acidity that gets the chicken skin uber crispy. So I'm not sure if I'm gonna make this tonight or tomorrow yet. Haven't quite decided. We have leftover steak and I have the One of a Kind show, which is a client, so I have that this weekend. I'll be there taking content Friday and Saturday. So I don't know if tomorrow night after I'm shooting content, I'm gonna wanna come back and make a whole meal. So I might save the leftover steak and then just make this tonight. But anyways, that's what we've got going for the chicken quarters. I'm just gonna put this. Sometimes when I put stuff in my fridge, I like to put it in something else just in case it starts to leak. So I'm gonna do that. Now I'm gonna do my workout. It is officially 11 a.m. I wanna be out of here by 11:30, so let's do it. It was an 88, and I was like, how?
Right? And you generally know what's going on, it doesn't even have to be.
Hello, I just got back from Wicker. I ended up meeting Deb and we went for a little walk to Wilder House. So I figured I'd show you what I picked up. I just got some of the Flamingo Estate olive oil because I got some when I was with my mom in Florida and it was so delicious. But I couldn't bring it back because I only brought a carry-on. And so I got some. And then I got another one of the beeswax candles that are made in-house by Wilder House, and they're so good. But I literally have not been outside So I am going to go pick up some groceries and just go for a little walk. It's about 4:30. I cranked out a bunch of work before I went to Wicker, which felt so good. And yeah, it's been a really lovely, lovely day. But I actually got some comments on one of my last videos. I think it was my last video that I want to touch on. And so I think we'll sit down and have a little catch up when I get home. But right now I want to get out because actually it's almost 5. It's not 4:30, so. A little cookie skillet action. Hello. You guys, I've not vlogged today. It was Friday, so I literally woke up this morning, got coffee, got my day started, Pilates, you guys know all the things, and then I worked for a while, deep cleaned our place, worked some more, and then ran to the One of a Kind show because it was the kickoff day. So I was there from 3:30 to 5:30. So it was just kind of a fast and furious day. I was there shooting content, came home, edited our reel, hopped in the shower, and then started prepping dinner. So it's been a long day. I'm pretty wiped out. It's just because the show floor there, if you've ever been to the One of a Kind show, it's in the merch mart and it's huge. So I'm like running around the whole time I'm there. So good for the steps, but not great for me being tired. But anyways, I wanted to come on and talk about something that someone commented that they wanted me to touch on. And I said I would touch on it in this vlog. But they were talking about just like thoughts or opinions on couples and like finances. And she was basically just like, I thought everyone like combined finances, but I'm finding out that like that's not the case. And I think that it's such a personal thing. I think that you have to figure out, first of all, I think it's 100% important to be in a relationship where finances are completely transparent. Like, you know the other person's financial situation, they know yours, anything, I think needs to be out in the open. And I think you also need to have common financial goals. Like, if you don't care about having a lot of money, but they do, and they're expecting you to pull some of that weight, then like you have to have those conversations. And so I think that, I just think alignment on like finances is really, really important. But in terms of like combining and stuff, I also think that that's so personal. Like, I personally think that when you get married, you come together as one. It's a matrimony. And so with that is your finances as well. However, I know people who don't abide by that whatsoever. And like, to each his own. That's just my opinion. I think also, like, I think there are so many intricacies of it. But I'll just say I'm pretty traditional with pretty much everything. Not pretty much everything. I'm saying pretty much everything in terms of like finances with a relationship. So yeah, I think that kind of covers it. But I mean, I don't know, Blake, do you have any thoughts?
I wasn't listening.
Oh, finances in a relationship, combining, not combining.
I mean, I think typically people combine.
But I don't think that's the case anymore.
No, I'm saying it's typically people will combine if they have one income, because that kind of makes more sense.
Yeah, like traditionally, historically, that was the case.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I think less and less people are combining. But also, like, if you have kids, like, it's hard not to combine at some point.
I made fried chicken.
But
it's pan-fried.
Yeah. I also think that you're young, at least.
Yeah, but don't you think you still learn how to manage your money when you combine, or are you just saying like?
I don't know if it's as much.
Yeah. Wait, Blake, this fried chicken literally looks so good.
It does look good.
Okay, are you ready to eat?
Yeah.
But again, I think the biggest thing is just like your partner and you being on the same page in terms of.
I was gonna say that. Transparency is huge.
It's huge.
Like, what's up, Google? I don't understand how. I mean, I think it's just a recipe for disaster if you don't talk about finances or you don't know the other person's financial. Like,
I agree. I think it's asking for the big D. Divorce. You guys already know what I've been up to. We're walking, rolling.
Princess Calico.
For the one-of-a-kind team. I got this cutie little tray from an artisan at the One-of-a-Kind show this weekend. Cloudy day. We just warmed up a little Pistorius croissant. We're gonna split it. Yeah. I let Blake have the last bite. He was telling me how good it was. You guys, Pistorius has the best chocolate croissant in the city of Chicago. You have to go get it. Just trust us. It's so good. It's honestly one of the only croissants in Chicago that I think is like honestly great. But we're gonna go to the Wicker Park Farmers Market with Kate and Marco right now. And that's the vibe. Good morning. It's 6:45 a.m. on Monday. Blake is making me a little coffee before he goes to work. I'm currently getting ready to go teach. Frank. And yesterday was so fast and furious. I just feel like the whole weekend was. Since I had the show, which I actually kind of feel like I didn't really have a weekend, which is fine. But still, I'm kind of like loving this cozy weather. Blake's not because he has to walk to the office, but. Hi guys. Kate and I recorded the pod a few hours ago and I've literally just been pounding out work. But it's about 3:30 and I just did a touch of prep because I just didn't get to do all of the prep that I wanted to do yesterday. So I am making pickled onions because Blake has been talking about pickled onions literally non-stop. So I was like, you know what? I'll make the guys some pickled onions. And I'm also gonna make brown butter cookies in like an hour or so. So did that. And then what else did I prep? Oh, I just trimmed some artichokes and those are boiling now. Artichokes take a while to cook. You don't make them often. They take like 40 or so minutes to boil if you want to do them right. And I think it's important to do them right because otherwise they're just tough and not good. But I do love artichokes. They're one of my favorite seasonal foods. So those are doing their thing. I'm gonna make some lunch right now. And yeah, then I want to get out on a walk, and then as I said, I'm gonna make my cookies. But I was actually planning on going to Iowa City today. But you know what, you guys? It wasn't a hell yes. Like, I want to go, but I just was not in the mood to do that drive. And I was on the phone with Nat, and it just kind of came to me. I think it was kind of intuitive because my mom said she felt the same way, but I said to Nat, I was like, you know, like, we were talking about something completely different, and I had told her that I wasn't sure on Iowa City before, and I was like, you know, if it's not a hell yes, it's a no. And I was like, wait, maybe that's my decision with Iowa City, and she was like, it sounds like it is. So that is what I ended up doing, but I'm kind of excited because, like, I just want to hang out with Blake. Like, I feel like I just, like, want to, I don't know, cook in, and I'm going to make brown butter chicken thighs, and I'm going to make a homemade aioli, and I think I might caramelize some onions. Onions are clearly a theme today, but yeah, I'm excited to have a night in with my mans. And that's the vibe. Are you guys like laundry? Do you keep up on laundry or do you like bulk do it? Because I am like a keeper upper on laundry. I do not bulk do it at all. I actually hate doing that. So I'm constantly, I feel like, just like cycling through doing loads. I try to be pretty militant though about like washing only my whites with whites. But yeah, so that's kind of the vibe. I think I'm gonna do some online shopping a little bit. I just have a few things I want to get for spring, and yeah, I have one more thing I want to do for work and then shopping. Hello, girly pops. Just made some tea and showered, and I'm feeling so cozy. I just did my skincare too. I'm just like ready for bed, and I'm going to be in my jewelry while I talk to you. But you guys, you know what I think there's nothing grosser than? When a guy has chapped lips. I think it is so gross. And I saw Rachel Cohen's video because she just got married and literally her fiance on the day of their wedding had chapped lips, and she was like, can someone get him some Aquaphor? She didn't know she was being filmed. It was actually really funny. But Blake, thank God you're a chapstick guy, because I actually think that it's just like nasty. What? But anyways, you guys, okay, I don't know if I think I kind of followed up, maybe I followed up on the podcast. So I think I told you we were supposed to go to Ventana this past week in Big Sur, which is where we got engaged, because we got engaged 1 year ago. And then Big Sur had like a road slippage. Like, what was it called?
Highway 1, pretty much half the road was taken out.
Yeah, basically the road fell into the ocean. So we had to cancel our trip and postpone it until June, which is honestly fine because I actually think it's gonna be really nice to be able to go there in June anyways. It'd be like a nice little getaway in the summer, late June. And then we have like the 4th of July. We'll have like a bunch of stuff all around the same time. But anyways, I was really sad about it, but then you can't even see me, sorry. I was really sad, but then after being in Florida, like I kind of just wanted to be home, so I'm kind of glad. I feel like everything works out perfectly, but anyways, I'm gonna have a granola bar, enjoy my tea bags, and call it a night. But I love you guys, and I'm gonna end the vlog so I can start the next one. And yeah, Blake, do you have any final words for the vlog? Okay.
Stay golden.
Did you say stay golden? What does that mean?
It's from Stay Golden, Pony Boy. It's from a book. I forget what it is.
Oh.
It's like a famous book.
When Blake and I first started dating, he would like talk about all these books he read, and now I know the truth, which is that Blake hasn't finished a book in decades.
It's from The Outsiders.
Oh, have you seen that? Or have you read that book?
Probably not, no.